Korea and my Insta handle is jcs_curiousPalette, and today I'm super excited to be part of this initiative Good Food with Good Times. And as your lockdown chef for today, I'm going to make a very special Mangalorean dish. It's chicken sukka, very basic ingredients, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So let's get started. Okay, you need to take half kg of chicken. So this is what we're going to boil first before we get on with the other procedures. So we're going to boil this chicken with a little bit of salt and water and cook it till it's nearly done. So our chicken is happily cooking on the gas, and in the meanwhile I'm going to take you through all the other ingredients. So come on, let's have a look. So first you need to take 4 dry red chilies. If you like it spicy, you can take more. Cinnamon stick, 3 cloves, 1 cardamom, 3 star anise petals, 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, half teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds or saunf, 2 teaspoons of sesame seeds, 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds, and half teaspoon of turmeric. You need to dry roast all of this on the gas, without the turmeric of course, into this very aromatic powder. So this is what you're going to get after you've dry roasted all this and ground into this powder. Next we move on to the other ingredient that you need to keep ready. No Mangalorean recipe is complete without coconut. So you need to take half cup coconut, which you need to dry roast again. So we're going to dry roast this on the frying pan. You will start getting a very lovely aroma from it, and that's when you know that you need to stop. Okay? So you take it off the pan, and next what we will do is we'll dry roast 1 chopped onion. Roughly chopped, you don't need to fine chop it. We dry roast this till it is slightly brownish in color. So our onion is also done, and we're going to put this in a mixie jar. You don't have to brown it, just a slight color and you get that lovely aroma. So we wait for this to cool, and we're going to grind it with a teeny weeny small marble sized ball of tamarind without water. So I'm going to show you how it's going to look. So a coarse paste like this. You remember the spice mix that we made, this little powder? We're going to mix this and the coconut, onion, tamarind paste together. Feel free to use the entire quantity or reduce the quantity of the powder as per your taste and taste buds. So you're going to mix this, give it a nice mix. I'm going to put all of it. Okay, so our main paste is ready for the chicken sukka, and we need to check on our chicken right now. So come on, let's check. Okay, I think that's just about done. Yes, I think that's done. So we'll get on with the final assembly of the dish. For this we need very basic ingredients, a few curry leaves, because no Mangalorean cuisine is complete without curry leaves, and 1 finely chopped onion. So what I'm going to use is coconut oil, and I love cooking with coconut oil. It has a very special aroma and it reminds me of mango. So I'm going to be using coconut oil. Feel free to use any other kind of oil that you would prefer. So a little bit of coconut oil goes in. Just saute it a bit. Then we put the onion in. is chicken sukka. You can also use mutton. You'll have to pressure cook the mutton for around 15 minutes with salt and lime till it is nearly 95% or even more. So it's an amazing versatile powder that you can make and keep, and it can be used for chicken, mutton or any other meat that you would like. So now our onions are done, and remember this mix of onion and coconut and the spice powder mix that we had. We're going to put it inside right now and saute it for a few seconds. Okay. So we do that. Just give it a nice mix. If you are in my kitchen right now, you probably want to dive right in and eat this chicken sukka right away off the pan. So now while this is done, we're going to pour in our cooked chicken along with the stock. And give it a nice good stir. We've already added salt in the chicken, so if you feel the need to add more salt, you'll have to taste the gravy and adjust accordingly. You can add a little water if you want it a little thin, or you can leave it thick as is. If you've noticed, I've not used boneless chicken because this dish cannot be done with boneless chicken. Not that it cannot be done, but it tastes best with the chicken on bone. So feel free to use boneless chicken, but trust me when I say that you need to have the bones right in there because the flavor lies in them. So I think we are just let it cook for a little while. So this is it, my lockdown dish for you, Mangalorian chicken sukka. If you like this recipe, please do let me know in your comments, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.